From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, December 31st. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. College athletes in Michigan could receive sponsorship deals or other compensation down the road, but the state's authority to issue emergency health orders to fight COVID-19 will not be curtailed anytime soon. That's because Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed and vetoed a litany of bills on Wednesday, following the end of the state legislative session earlier this month. She approved 2 bills that would allow collegiate athletes to receive money for the use of their names, images, and likenesses without them risking their eligibility. The measures don't take effect until 2023, but they're part of a national push against NCAA restrictions and state laws that ban such compensation. Right now, college athletes can't sign endorsements or other contracts. Many argue it's hypocritical for the NCAA and schools to ban these deals when coaches and universities have similar contracts and earn hundreds of millions of dollars based on the performance of the student athletes. Governor Whitmer also vetoed a series of bills, including 2 that sought to rein in emergency powers. One would have repealed a section of law that gives the governor broad emergency authority. Although the governor vetoed the bill, the Michigan Supreme Court previously deemed the law unconstitutional in a decision that invalidated some of her pandemic orders earlier this year. The second bill would have required the head of the state health department to seek legislative approval for any pandemic-related emergency orders that would be in place for longer than 28 days. Whitmer said, quote, "Unfortunately, epidemics are not limited to 28 days. We should not so limit our ability to respond to them." If she were to sign the bill into law, she said it would endanger, quote, "the lives of countless Michiganders." The vetoes are the latest fight in an ongoing battle between lawmakers and Whitmer over how best to combat the pandemic.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. Dearborn Heights Mayor Daniel Paletko has died from complications of COVID-19. His chief of staff, Christina Laszlo, revealed he had both pneumonia and COVID-19. He tested positive and was hospitalized on Monday and died late Tuesday. He was 70 years old. Laszlo credited her boss of 20 years with successful work on flood management and grappling with the city's past debt, saying he was a great public servant even with the infighting that plagued him on city council. Paletko had been mayor since 2004 and previously served as a state representative and on city council himself. His last message to his community came on December 17th. He said he hoped coronavirus would be vanquished, but the togetherness it brought would not. He said, quote, "Showing abundant amounts of love, kindness, and generosity to one another is the embodiment of the city that I'm proud to call my home and to lead," end quote. Dearborn Heights City Council Chairwoman Denise Malinowski Maxwell will serve as mayor pro tem. For more, check out freep.com.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. More money could be heading into your bank account soon, thanks to the latest round of stimulus payments. You might see an extra $600 if you're single, or an extra $1,200 if you're married filing a joint return with no children. The money could pop up in your bank account as soon as Monday, January 4th. The Internal Revenue Service will be rolling out a second round of stimulus payments for those who qualify. And you will get extra money for children. Not everyone, though, who got money the last time will get money now. For example, a couple earning more than $174,000 won't get a second stimulus payment. And single people making more than $87,000 wouldn't get stimulus money now either. The IRS is using a variety of ways to get the money out. Some paper checks were scheduled to go in the mail on December 30th. Some people will even get prepaid Visa cards in the mail, so don't throw out those plastic cards issued by MetaBank. Washington continues to talk about the possibility of a stimulus payment of up to $2,000, but some say it's not likely that such a bill would pass. If it does, though, extra money would be sent to consumers later.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, checking in on the Detroit Red Wings. That's right, the Wings, who haven't played a game since mid-March, are finally back together again as training camp for the shortened 2021 season begins today. A group of 40 men will take the ice for the first time on Friday as the Wings ring in the new year, getting ready for the season opener on January 14th. Don't expect a whole heck of a lot of wins this season, though. The Wings are still in the middle of a rebuild and were the worst team in the NHL last season. But do expect soon to hear something about the new captain. The old captain, now general manager Steve Yzerman, said earlier this month he should be making an announcement soon on who will wear the C. That's been vacant since Henrik Zetterberg retired, but many assume Dylan Larkin will be taking the mantle of leadership before the season begins.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.